Hello my friends. Come one, come all. United we stand, divided we fall. Got to catch 'em all. That is the mantra of the Nasties. I hope you have had a good 2 days and are enjoying a book that actually gets its chapters released more than once every other month. So far I'm totally digging the fan response, and now we are so close to the end of this sweet book. And man, being a knight is so cool, and I am so brave and heroic in this book. I really inspire myself to always be better. As always, this track is dedicated to all the lettuce out there who like to go to the movies. Especially you gaddle. Chapter 11, Mount Doom. The cute man in front of me smiled. I stood there in disbelief. Right behind him there was a glimmer in the air. He turned slowly, and disappeared into the distorted air. Wait! I shouted, but he was already gone. All that was left was the smell of 3-week-old fart. Thick Jim had an inquisitive look on his face. Who was that? He asked. I think it was an old friend. But I can't quite remember. I looked solemnly off into the distance. Well, we better get to move on. I said, I mean we are like right at the foot of the mountains, so we might be able to grab that grail and be back at the castle in time for anime night. Thick Jim and they started walking. There were some grooves along the side of the mountain that made for a nice path. We walked for a while, waving at all the orcs walking up and down the mountain. There were a lot of them. They never said hi or waved back, which seemed kind of rude, but okay. We eventually made it to a big hallway cut into the side of the mountain. It was super ominous, and the architecture was really spooky. Like it was not chill and everything was gloomy, dank, and nasty. Thick Jim tentatively walked inside. This doesn't really seem right. I don't know if we are supposed to be here. I confidently walked forward, but pretty soon it was obvious that we were lost. I was just about ready to sit down for a break, when we heard two voices getting louder. Come on Mr. Fredo, we are almost there. Just then two really short dudes came around the corner. Like I mean short. I would describe them as midgets, but I don't think people use that word anymore, so I'm just gonna leave them at really short. They stopped in their tracks as soon as they saw us. What's up my clankers? I said. They stared at me with wide eyes, then looked at each other. Don't come any closer, said one of them, pulling out a super cool sword that was glowing blue. Whoa buddy. We are just looking to climb to the top of the mountain. I am Sir Nasty Jack, Knight of Castle Pee Pee Poo Poo. This is my squire, Cornelius Esquire Cacutlardus III. Thick Jim bowed like this. Aha! I am Fredo Baggins, said the one on the left. This is my friend Samwise Gamgee. The little man put his sword away. We are also climbing to the summit. We have some urgent business and this place is very dangerous. How did you two get here? This whole place is swarming with orcs. I looked at them like this. I don't know. We just walked past a ton of them on our way up here. Like we simply walked in. Wow, okay, that's kind of messed up. We legit went through so much just to get in the back door. I shrugged and was like, well, wanna chill with us? Since we are going the same way, we might as well help each other out. They looked at each other and shrugged. Yeah, sure. We know where we are going, but let him tell you, we are not sure what manner of foul beasts will be lurking in the darkness. I was like, yo dudes, I'm a bona fide knight, so I think we are good. Just lead the way. We walked for a while, and Fredo and Samwise guided us through the dark halls. We told a lot of good jokes and I told them about my life as a detective, sheriff, astronaut, and future man. They especially loved my stories about my old friend Spaghetti Sam. The cave grew darker and darker, until eventually I couldn't see anything except a small patch of light at the opposite end. There was some creepy rustling and we all stopped talking. Just then we heard a screech and some low stridulation. Fredo screamed, and something huge skittered away with him. We all ran after it, following it out of the tunnel. Alright my nasties. Time for another rating. Let me tell you about my favorite TV show. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them, but when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed and my brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named Aang. In Avatar The Last Airbender, my homeboy Aang rolls around with cool kids, Sak and Katana, trying to harness his powers as Avatar and restore peace to a world ravaged by war. 10 tats. Wow, I love this show. 5 out of 5 stars. 69. Nice. Out of 100. I would rate it 100 out of 100, but 69 nice out of 100 is way more epic, just like the show. To be honest, the only thing I like more than this show are the movies. They are both so good, but one of them has a bunch of blue people and I didn't really pay attention, but I wasn't really sure how it tied in with the original plot. But yeah. I love anime and I'm such a wee Bengali. Avatar The Last Airbender is really worth your while if you have not seen it yet. Watch it now on Crunchyroll with the promo code NastyJack Epic and I'm over 69 nice when you check out. Okay, let's get back to the nitty-gritty nut-grabbing action. We ran outside after the beast, and we got a good look at the hideous beast. It was a humongous spider. Ick. Like for real, it looked way too gross. It turned around, and spun Fredo into a webbed cocoon, like he was gonna save him for a snack later. Yummy. Samwise yelled at the beast, "Let him go." The beast did not seem interested in doing what Samwise asked it to do. Maybe he should have said please. Samwise took out a little glowing vial and shook it at the spider. I leapt forward, unsheathing my sword in one fluid motion. The beast recoiled from the glow of the vial, and I did a double backflip and twist at the beast, trying to distract it and take it out. My sword bounced right off of the spider's exposed exoskeleton. It made a really creepy sound, like if spiders could laugh, but before I could react, the spider had lashed out at me, knocking me like 10 feet back. Samwise ran at it, screaming, "I'm thinking Arby's. Hey, that's my catchphrase." He swung his sword at its mandibles, but the creature deftly evaded his maneuvers. Thick Jim just sat behind us and cheered us on. The creature was fending off both of our blows, and when all hope seemed lost, Samwise rolled underneath it. The monster pulled out its stinger and tried to kill my little dude, but as it went to stab him, Samwise held up his sword and the beast impaled itself on his little blade. It screeched like a little wimp and ran away. We went over to Fredo and freed him from the gross web cocoon. "Phew," he said. That was pretty lame and I did not like it at all. The little dudes hugged each other and we were like, alright, we must almost be at the summit, right? Let's vibe. We straight chilled for like a couple hours and eventually we started to make our way up the mountain. We were all silent for most of the walk. Just chilling. You know? Eventually, we were almost at the top of the mountain, and we noticed a little passageway that led into the mountain. "Alright my dudes, this is us," said Fredo. "We gotta throw this horcrux into the lava that some old evil dude used as a forge like forever ago. A real boomer." "Nice one Zoomer," I said. "Godspeed, and farewell. It was truly chill meeting you too." They flipped me off and walked into the tunnel. "Alright boy. Let's do this thing." We continued up the mountain, eventually reaching the tippy top. We looked all around. Like I'm not kidding, we looked everywhere. There was nothing but rocky crag and the wind was blowing really hard. "Is this the spot?" I asked the Kathy Jimothy. He pulled the map out of his cute little bag and perused it. Sir Nasty Jack. I don't know how to say this. I think we went to the wrong spot." He handed the map to me. "Uh-oh. You're right. We went to Mount Doom. We were supposed to go to Mount Oblivion. Why the heck did we even climb this mountain? Like really? I don't know Sir Nasty Jack. You pointed it out when we were flying over the desert so I figured you knew what you were talking about." "Bro. I can't believe this. Why didn't you just fly us straight to Mount Oblivion, you dingus?" Thick Jim started to cry and I started to cry a little bit too. Grr, I hate ye olde Middle Earth West. Bro, now we have to climb all the way down this stupid mountain. Just then, a large red beam shot from the top of the mountain. We heard a loud crack and a huge plume of dust shot from the top of the mountain. Mount Doom was erupting. This audiobook is brought to you by Seth. Needs to seriously get the lore straight. We legit have a Google Doc with the names of the places. Cool story time incorporated.